Have you ever wondered what it would be like if society was turned on its head and women were stripped of all their rights? Well, that's the unsettling reality in The Handmaid's Tale, a dystopian novel penned by the prolific Margaret Atwood. This intriguing narrative takes us into a world where democracy has been replaced by a totalitarian regime known as Gilead. In this chilling society, women are reduced to mere objects, their identities stripped away, their freedoms curtailed, and their bodies treated as property of the state. The air is thick with fear and the streets echo with the silence of voices suppressed. Women live in constant dread, their lives dictated by a regime that views them as vessels for procreation rather than as individuals with rights and dreams. This is not just a tale of a dystopian future, but a stark reminder of the fragility of freedom and the ease with which rights can be taken away. Join us as we delve into the chilling and provocative world of The Handmaid's Tale. In this grim reality, our story unfolds, centering around a woman called Offred. She lives in the Republic of Gilead, a dystopian society where women are stripped of their rights and their autonomy. Offred is a handmaid, a woman assigned to bear children for the ruling class, the commanders, and their barren wives. Offred's world is one of strict regulations and constant surveillance. She's expected to adhere to a rigid routine and is restricted from reading, writing, or engaging in any form of self-expression. She's reduced to a vessel, her worth tied only to her fertility. A key turning point in the story occurs when Offred begins an illicit affair with Nick, the commander's chauffeur. This relationship offers Offred a glimmer of hope and a taste of freedom, but it also puts her at great risk. The stakes are high in Gilead, where even the slightest transgression can lead to severe punishment or death. As the narrative progresses, we see Offred navigate the treacherous waters of Gilead, forming alliances and making choices that could either lead to her salvation or her destruction. We learn about her past, her failed attempts to escape, and her longing for her daughter, who was taken from her when Gilead came into power. Atwood presents us with a series of flashbacks that paint a vivid picture of Offred's life before Gilead. We see her as a free woman, a mother, a lover, a friend. These flashbacks serve as a stark contrast to her present existence, highlighting the devastating effects of Gilead's oppressive regime. The story is fraught with tension and fear, but also moments of resilience and defiance. Offred is not just a victim of her circumstances, but a woman who fights back, who dares to hope, to love, to dream. As we navigate through Offred's story, we are left to confront the horrifying possibilities of a society gone awry. In the world of Gilead, each character plays a pivotal role that adds depth and complexity to the narrative. Our protagonist, Offred, is a handmaid, a woman assigned to bear children for the elite. Her name, meaning of Fred, underscores her lack of identity and individuality, being merely a possession of her commander, Fred. Offred's struggle for freedom and her longing for the past humanizes the harsh realities of Gilead, making her the emotional core of the narrative. The commander, Fred, is a high-ranking official in Gilead who uses Offred for his own pleasure under the guise of fulfilling his duty. His character brings forth the hypocrisy and corruption rampant in Gilead's leadership. Despite his power, Fred is trapped in the system he helped create, revealing the irony in his character. Serena Joy, the commander's wife, is a former televangelist who advocated for traditional gender roles. Now she is forced to live the very life she propagated, revealing the bitter irony of her existence. Her complex relationship with Offred exposes the intricate layers of power, envy, and desperation present in Gilead. Moira, Offred's best friend from the time before Gilead, serves as a symbol of rebellion. Her relentless spirit and refusal to conform to the Gilead's norms provide a glimmer of hope and resistance, contrasting with Offred's more subdued approach. Other characters, like Aunt Lydia, who enforces the rules of Gilead with an iron fist, and Offglin, another handmaid who secretly works for a resistance movement, further enrich the narrative. Each character, with their distinctive traits and roles, add different shades to the story, illuminating the multifaceted nature of oppression and resistance. The characters in The Handmaid's Tale are not just mere players in Atwood's dystopian world. They are the mirror reflecting the grim realities of Gilead, each one contributing to the chilling portrayal of a society where freedom is a distant memory. Through these characters, Atwood paints a haunting picture of a world steeped in repression and subjugation. The Handmaid's Tale is more than just a dystopian novel. It's a profound commentary on society and human nature. At its core, the novel explores several major themes that resonate deeply with readers, even decades after its initial publication. One of the most prominent themes in The Handmaid's Tale is the issue of gender roles. Atwood presents a society where women are stripped of their rights and forced into predetermined roles based on their fertility. This creates a stark depiction of a world where women are reduced to their biological functions, a critique of societies that undervalue women and limit their roles. Equally significant is the theme of power. In the Republic of Gilead, power is held by a select few, and it is used to control and subjugate the majority. This power is maintained through fear, manipulation, and control over information. Atwood's portrayal of power dynamics serves as a warning against the dangers of authoritarian regimes. Freedom, or rather, the lack of it, is another major theme. Characters in the novel are robbed of their freedom in every sense: physical, emotional, intellectual. This loss of freedom is a driving force behind the narrative, pushing characters to desperate acts and revealing the lengths people will go to regain their autonomy. Lastly, the theme of identity is intricately woven throughout The Handmaid's Tale. Characters are stripped of their former identities and forced to take on new ones. This process of dehumanization serves as a commentary on how societies can erase individual identities to maintain control. Now, let's delve into the symbolism within The Handmaid's Tale. The color red, for example, is a recurring symbol. It represents fertility and life, but it is also a color of warning and danger, reflecting the dual nature of the handmaid's roles in society. The eyes of God, a secret police force in the novel, symbolize the ever-present surveillance and control in Gilead. They serve as a constant reminder of the oppressive regime's reach and power. The novel also uses the motif of the biblical story of Rachel and Bilhah, symbolizing the twisted use of religion to justify the inhumane practices in Gilead. These symbols, woven seamlessly throughout the narrative, enhance the novel's themes and deepen the exploration of its societal critique. Atwood's exploration of these themes provides a stark critique of patriarchal societies and warns against the dangers of absolute power. Through her skillful use of themes and symbolism, Atwood paints a haunting picture of a possible future, prompting readers to question and challenge the societal structures around them. Despite being published over 3 decades ago, the relevance and impact of The Handmaid's Tale remain as potent as ever. The enduring significance of this dystopian novel lies in its chilling depiction of a society where women's rights and individual freedoms are severely curtailed. Margaret Atwood's masterpiece paints a picture of a world that, while fictional, mirrors some of the stark realities we face in our own societies. The issues it addresses, such as gender inequality, reproductive rights, and the abuse of power, are as relevant today as they were when the book was first released in the 80s. In the face of ongoing debates about women's rights, The Handmaid's Tale continues to spark important conversations. It forces us to question the value we place on freedom, autonomy, and equality. It pushes us to confront the consequences of complacency and of turning a blind eye to the erosion of human rights. The story's protagonist, Offred, serves as a beacon of hope amidst the bleakness. Her resilience and determination to reclaim her identity and freedom in a world that seeks to strip her of both resonates with readers across the globe. She embodies the human spirit's indomitable will to endure, to resist, and to hope, even under the most oppressive circumstances. The Handmaid's Tale has transcended the confines of literature to become a cultural phenomenon. It has inspired adaptations for television, theater, and even opera, reaching millions more and further amplifying its message. It has become a symbol of resistance, a rallying cry for women's rights movements, and a stark warning against the dangers of totalitarianism. In conclusion, the significance of The Handmaid's Tale extends beyond the pages of the book. It is a narrative that continues to challenge, provoke, and inspire, making it more than just a story. It is a reflection of our society, a cautionary tale, and a call to action. The Handmaid's Tale serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit in the face of oppression, making it a timeless piece of literature that continues to resonate with readers globally.